hills of northwest Arkansas to the flatlands of the Delta, we're only 53 days away from kickoff of high school football in Arkansas. This is Hometown Sports Volume 2, only on the Arkansas Sports Network. Hometown Sports Volume 2 is being brought to you by D3 Auto Sales. Lifted, leveled, and ready to roll. Drive different. By Tyson Foods. Passionate about food, committed to you, feeding the world like family. By Arkansas Tech University. Financial flexibility, academic excellence. Learn more, earn more. And by Metcalf Trucking Company. Arkansas trucking delivered reliably and with integrity.
All right, we're back here with another team. This is the Farmington Cardinals and Coach Tommy Tice. This is the active leading wins leader in the state of Arkansas for high school football. And so, Coach, it's an honor to have you here with me.
Well, hey, I'm glad I'm here.
I'm glad you are too. I'm gonna put a personal note here.
Okay.
So, Coach Tommy Tice was the AD at Huntsville while my wife was a coach there. And I have never seen, and I'm not saying this just because you're here, a better athletic director than he was for his coaches, for sure, because he was there and he had their back, and I appreciate that.
Well, I think that's the number one job an AD has.
Yeah.
Protect those coaches and give them the opportunity that they need to have to be good to their players, and also have the opportunity to have the benefits at any school that's in their conference to win ball games.
Yes, sir. And you went back to Huntsville at that time, second stint there, and you did a great job over there. And here you are now. I will tell you, we talked about this last year when I made that phone call and said, hey, I'd like to have you. And I was like, that's a phone call that I didn't expect to have. So so I know that you've probably talked about it ad nauseum, but how is it that we got back to Farmington?
Well, it's an interesting trip, I'll tell you. Of course, Farmington's always one of those places that I was interested in. I didn't think that I would ever have the opportunity to get there. But answered a phone call one day from Bo Thompson, the athletic director, and said they were interested in bringing me to Farmington. I thought he was kidding.
Yeah.
But I'd been thinking about getting back in. And the reason I was thinking about getting back in is because my wife had went back to work.
Sure.
She failed retirement big time. And so she went back to work. So I thought, I spent a lot of time, did some radio there at Harrison, ball games, things like that. Spent a lot of time at the university watching practice. Did some things around Harrison in their football and things like that. And I stayed around it, a lot. And the itch was still there. And when she went back to work, listen, you can only cut that grass, to where you're down there cutting dirt.
Right.
And
right.
I did the laundry. I did, I did everything. I had that house in ship shape form. But I knew that I told her, I said, if I'm going to work, I want to go back and do what I love.
And you did, and you did a great job. You took Farmington to the state finals for the first time since 1973.
Well, let's get one thing straight. I didn't take them. They took me.
Well, there you go. I agree with you. It is a player's game.
It is.
Coaches put the players in a position to win. And you've done a lot of that in your career. You've got, I think you've hit 300, right? You did last year.
301.
301 last year. And,
thanks to these guys.
Right. You won a big one there in Morrilton, 78-75. In all the years of your coaching, did you ever have you ever had a 78-75 game? No,
I've never had 78 points scored by two teams in one game,
right,
let alone,
right.
153.
Yeah.
So it was quite a night.
It was quite a night. Of course, we've got Morrilton tomorrow. I'm going to touch on that with them. They might be watching right now.
Here's a good story for you.
Yeah.
Randy McNabb, who is Cody's dad, was my best friend in high school.
Okay.
So I've always been close to the McNabb family.
Right.
Cody grew up in Mountain Home with big rivalry with Harrison.
Sure.
And so we've always kept up with each other, and I bounced ideas off him, and he's asked me questions about different things, and there we were against each other.
That's awesome. And you got another one coming up this year because you guys are in conference together.
That's true.
So this has got to be a little bit of a different conversation for me especially, but I want to know the differences that you see in football today and players today and the similarities that you see.
Well, the differences that you see, especially the game is so much faster. And here's the thing, you can't hide a non-athlete anymore.
Yeah.
Whether it be offensive line, defensive line, whatever. In the old days, the game was so confined, and if you had people that fight, you had a chance to win.
Yeah.
Now you can't do that. You've got, holding an opponent to 28 points, you got a good chance to win the ball game.
Yeah.
28 points in the old days, somebody ran away with it.
That's right.
But that's the biggest, thing that's changed that I see. Things that haven't changed, kids haven't changed. They'll give back, what you expect from them. I'm fortunate. All the places I've been, they've worked extremely hard. And one of the big things is their parents never complain about how hard we work them. Mm-hmm. Which is, that's good. I love parental support. I am not an advocate of parental involvement. I love parental support.
Yeah.
And there's a place for it.
Sure.
And but that's I'll tell you one thing that has changed that really got my attention. The guys, they'll know about this one. We go to Shiloh and play, and there's a man standing at the 50-yard line with an AR-15. That hadn't ever happened before.
Right.
And that was most interesting. I
Yeah.
thought that really got my attention.
Right.
But that part has changed. I think also, you look at the facilities nowadays and the equipment the players wear.
Yeah.
Things like that. It's all a whole lot better.
Right.
Coaching's better. Coaches, used to, you could out-coach somebody in the old days. You're not going to out-coach anybody anymore. Everybody's smart and they're up to date. And schools are more involved in their programs of getting their coaches better educated,
Mm-hmm.
things like that. So that doesn't happen anymore. You work your tail off. You look for any little thing that you can find that might help win a ball game. And we, like I tell our coaches and our players, let everybody call us crazy, but never let them call us lazy.
There you go. I like that. I got two things to touch on. Then we got some kids we got to get to here.
Yeah, well, those are the stars.
There you go. The first thing is you talked about facilities. You got a few facilities over there at Farmington, don't
Yes,
you?
we do.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, they built them about 6 years ago. And, of course, the stadium's, really, really nice. Super turf field. Everything you could dream of is there. Indoor facility, film room, weight room, dressing rooms. It's just top-notch. It's better than a lot of college situations. And that comes from community support. And there's a lot of community support in Farmington for football. Of course, you notice, we played to packed houses every night.
Mm-hmm.
And also our TV situation, we'll have over 10 to 12, 13,000 views on that thing
right.
every time we play. So the interest in football is there. It always has been. They won back-to-back state championships there in the early 70s. And there's some crazy football fans, and we love playing for them.
Second thing, you talked about parental support. And I'm just going to add something to this because I've learned a little bit of something about football. Any parent that doesn't coach a peewee football team should not have any input at all because you don't really understand football. People think they understand football. And I'm saying this from my perspective as somebody who has coached a peewee football team, and I'm not saying I understand it at all on your level. I just say that football is a very intricate game, and you can't sit and watch football or play Madden and understand how football is played.
Well, that's very true. And football is the number one team sport. Mm-hmm. One player can mess up football and ruin the whole thing.
That's right.
None of the other sports are that way.
That's right.
So it is a very unique sport. I think one of the things that makes it unique, of course, is the physicality.
Absolutely.
These players, the bond of these players from having bled together, shed tears together, laughed together, sweated, in 100-degree heat, froze to death in 20-degree weather.
Yep.
I mean, nobody can even begin to chink away that armor of that bond.
That's right.
And no other sport can do that.
That's right. Tell us who you got coming in here.
Coming with me right now is Jaquel Brown. He's our middle linebacker. He's a two-time All-State defensive end, but we moved him middle linebacker this year. We're excited to see what he can do there.
Okay.
Jackson Seward, offensive and defensive lineman, one of the best athletes. He can run. He also tells me he can throw it, and I've seen it. we're going to kind of hold off on that, for now. But we're trying to work something out.
Hey, I guess what was it? Bielema back in 15 let Tretola throw the ball. So
we kind of got that in our mind.
Okay.
Because he is that good an athlete.
I love
he
it.
Really is.
All right. Well,
and I think he squatted a Volkswagen, something like that. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's bring him in here, Coach. Appreciate your time, man.
Absolutely.
Come on in here, guys. Man, you guys have quite a coach, I will tell you.
Yes, sir.
You got quite a coach. You're the defense for Farmington, the defensive part of this thing anyway. We talked about that 78-75 game. I know that's got a sting a little bit here. Tell us a little bit about the Farmington defense this year and what you guys expect out of it.
I feel like our bond and our work ethic has gotten much better this year. I think we're going to be pretty good. We're going to be real good.
We're just expecting to be dominant over the top. We're coming through and ready to smack everybody we come through. Like, we're so hot right now during the summer. Everybody's running to the ball, heated up, and ready to just play during Wednesdays, those team camps. We're fired up.
Tell you what, football's an interesting game because it ends, no matter how far you go, it ends in December, and then you've got to wait 7 months to start it again. So by the time you get back to it, you're hungry, you're ready to play again, and I can definitely tell that you guys are ready for that. Are y'all ready to go?
Oh, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little bit about playing for Coach Tice. What's that like?
He's a great leader. He brings people together. He really he finds the people that are best person for the job.
Yeah.
And he just great leader.
Playing for Coach Tice has been way different. We have honestly came together as a team and just found each other's bonds, trying to communicate with each other, trying to get just better outside of football and doing more stuff together.
5A West ain't no joke, guys. It's a good conference, and you got a lot of good teams in it. Tell us a little bit about playing in your conference and what it's like. I know one thing about this conference. It's got to be the longest drives of any conference in the state. I mean, you got to go all the way to Central Arkansas to play conference foes. But tell us a little bit about playing in the 5A West.
I mean, it's a fight every night. We come ready to play, and just teams are together. We're ready to go.
Playing in our 5 West Conference, we're always underdogs. So we're always just ready to come prepared every week. We come ready.
So you are a defensive end moving to middle linebacker. Tell us a little bit about that move.
I believe the move is the best thing for our team. As a person, just moving to the middle linebacker position is just helping.
The speed from his.
Yeah. What about you here? Defensive line. That's a rough and tumble position. I mean, it is not for the faint of heart. Offensive and defensive line, and one of the things that I know now, again with my little experience that I have, is if you don't have an offensive line and you don't have a defensive line, you don't have a lot.
Yeah, for sure. Everything starts from the offense and defensive line. I mean, we got great linebackers and a great quarterback to back us up, but if the O-line's off, the whole night's off. So we try to stay locked in.
All right, guys, we got 4 more guys we got to get in here. So tell me, what would make a successful season for the Farmington Cardinals this year?
winning the state championship.
Winning it all at the end.
All right, guys. Let's bring the other two guys in here. Appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
You two get on deck here. All right, tell us who you are and what you play.
My name is Dawson Keaton. I play receiver.
Okay.
My name is Leighton Mitchell. I play left tackle.
All right. No doubt about that. You're an offensive lineman, just that build. All right. So you play wide receiver a little bit. Tell us about the offense that you guys play in.
We run a two-back set. I think it's a very electric offense because, I mean, you can do anything out of it. You can split them out. You can keep them in, run game. It's all good.
Yeah. Tell us about catching a few passes. I mean, I know as a wide receiver you got to catch a few, right?
Oh, it's easy when it's in the bucket every time from Mr. Lester over here.
Oh, okay. Okay. I like that. I like that. So tell us a little bit. I've asked these guys. I'll ask you. Tell me a little bit about playing for Coach Tice. What's it like to you?
He's just a great coach. He brings everyone together. We're like a family. Like before, I felt like we had struggles with like not being a family, not being a team, but he just really made us a family.
What about you?
I feel like he really brought us together, like you said. I feel like before Coach Tice came in, it felt more like a job more than an actual fun thing to do with football. But when Coach Tice came in, it was actually like, well, I actually enjoy this sport again. I don't feel like I'm going to a 9-to-5. I feel like I'm actually going to enjoy the sport again.
And tell us what it's like to play for a coach that they had a movie about him. What was that like?
I mean, I've watched it a couple times,
Right.
to say the least. It's just it's weird kind of seeing that. I don't see him as a famous person. I see him as, my football coach. I see him as the coach I come in to see every day, say hi to. We have a quick conversation. I don't see him as, oh, it's the Tommy Tice. This is the best coach in Arkansas. I see him as, oh, this is my high school coach. This is the father to my second home.
There you go. I like that. Father to my second home. I like that. That's a really good way of looking at that. And and I know he's here, so it's hard to talk about somebody like this when they're right here in front of you. But you're playing for a guy that 300 wins. I guess he's third. I don't know for sure. He's third, right up at the top when it comes to wins in a career. Just a living legend in a lot of ways. And I know that, again, when you're sitting here talking about somebody, it's hard to say those things and kind of realize what you're doing because, again, to him and to you, he's just coach.
Yeah.
Right? He's just coach. And so tell us what it'll be. What's a successful season for the Farmington Cardinals this year?
It's got to be the ring on the finger at the end of the year.
Let me go back to that a little bit. What was it like? I mean, you guys made it all the way to the state championship, and then you ran into a monster. I mean, Parkview was a monster. There's no doubt about that. They've been a monster now for several years. You ran into that. How do you get past that? Because sometimes teams have a hangover from losing that. See it in the NFL a lot. Team gets all the way to the Super Bowl and they lose at the end, and then the next year is a little bit down. How do you get past all that?
I think we're already past it. Just with hard work and dedication, we come to practice every day. We don't complain. We just go out there and hard work every single day, days on and days in.
I felt like after that loss, it was a tough ride home. That's for sure. It was hung heads. It was, man, this was it for our seniors. This was their last game. But I feel like we had to look at the bright side of it was the fact that we actually went to the state championship.
Yep.
We've done something that hasn't been done in Farmington history and feels like forever.
Right.
Like we brought a team from the dust up to almost to the gold standard.
Right.
So it was just kind of it was unfortunate, definitely to say the least, but it was also kind of glorifying to know we had that chance, that potential to go again, especially we're going to go again this year.
73 is a long time ago, guys. I mean, that was before I was born. So that's how long that was. Anyway, let's bring the next two in. Look at him. He kind of looks like, what are you talking about? That is true. 8 years before I was born. It was 1973. I love it. I love it. All right. Tell us who you are, what you play.
I'm Aiden Lester, and I play quarterback.
All right.
I'm Ian Shadden, and I play punter.
All right, so we got a kicker in here. He told us about it. So I'm going to start with you, man, because I'm going to tell you, we're going all over the state. And I would say that you're not going to have too many punters that are going to come in here and talk with us. So tell us, why are you here?
Just the coach and team support. Positive players.
Well, you got to bring something to the table, or you wouldn't be here. So tell us what you bring to the table.
If our offense can't get in or get out of a bind, I
Yeah.
can get them out of that bind.
Yeah.
Flips the field better than anybody.
Okay, so he's
Consistency.
good. He's good at what he does, apparently, or he wouldn't be here. So I mean, really, I mean, if a punter is very important, huh? Yeah. So a punter is very important when you need a guy to come in and flip the field, as you said, or pin them back.
Sure.
You know, in those 78, 75 games, you probably ain't playing too much, but it might be one key kick that changes the ball game. All right, Mr. Quarterback here, they tell me that you can throw it into buckets. What's that
Yeah,
like?
it's easy to throw to receivers that catch everything.
Oh,
you know?
Man, I love y'all's attitude. Y'all have got a good attitude about, being humble. I like that. I mean, look, it's good to be humble. It really is. But at the same time, you guys have obviously done something good, or you wouldn't be in the position you're in. As Coach said, while coaches do put you in position and they teach you the right techniques and they teach you how to execute, it's up to you to execute. And you, being the quarterback, probably as important a piece as it is when it comes to execution on Friday nights.
Yes, sir. Well, honestly, I'd say the offensive line's more important than me. I don't have time to do anything without them blocking, and then I throw the ball, the receiver has to make a play. Like,
Yep.
if I make a bad throw, I know Dawson's going to go make a play on the
Right.
ball. So.
Yeah, I'm with you. The offensive line is very important. You got to have physicality right there at the offensive line, or you really don't have anything. Tell us a little bit about last year. You were the quarterback in the state championship game last year.
Yes, sir.
So Parkview, when you guys played them, they had to be the fastest team you've ever seen.
Oh, for sure. I've been probably say that I'd outran guys all year, and I didn't outrun anybody against Parkview.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
their
different.
defensive tackles were faster than I was.
Yeah,
so.
it's different. It's different. But you know what? It's a new year.
Yes, sir.
It's a new year, and everybody changes. Everything changes. Parkview has changed. And so there's going to be, a lot of eyes on Farmington this year. A lot of eyes on you guys, bringing back what you do, and looking at you guys as a possibility to maybe hold that trophy up. What would it mean for you guys to be able to hold that trophy up at the end of the year?
I mean, it mean everything. I mean, just to bring the town a trophy, they haven't had one in football in 50-something years, 60 years, so it just mean everything to us and to all the seniors to bring back a trophy.
And I think it just set the standard for the coming years, and it just make all the fans happy, make us happy, pleased.
Sure.
Great memory.
Well, now listen, I know that you guys do bring home trophies. I mean, girls basketball, softball, baseball. I mean, I know that there's some trophies in that trophy case. But there ain't too many football trophies in that trophy case. So, and people can say what they want to say. And listen, I'm a fan of it all. I'm a fan of basketball. I'm a fan of football. I'm a fan of baseball. I'm a fan of it all. But in this state, there ain't nothing more than bringing that football trophy home. I'm telling you, that's what people want to see. Guys, I appreciate Farmington for coming in here today, and appreciate all of y'all. Appreciate you, Coach, for bringing your team in. What do we have here? I don't even know. I don't have a computer in front of me. We got a break? Okay, we got a break. So, guys, we appreciate you joining us here on Hometown Sports, Volume 2, Arkansas Sports Network Media Days. We are going to take a break. Hang in there with us. We'll be back shortly with more right here live from Fayetteville.